Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Signature D. Sorry, I was gone for a little bit, school, but we graduated at least with 1 degrees today, actually. So I'll be gone right after this. But if you want to know how to make something like this, stay tuned. All right, we're gonna be breaking it down. But first, let's vibe. All right. Ooh, the first thing, the drums. Let's just solo the drums. Right. So how did we create this groove? By the way, sorry, this song is called Yearnings of the Soul. It's part of a collaborative EP that me and yours truly, CC, made. And it's out now. So go and listen to it. Please and thank you very much. Here's how to get groove with your drums, right? So let's listen to one of the hi-hats. And I'll put it on with the metronome. Right? So you have on the offbeat one hi-hat going, just right? Bam, 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 right? Then you combine that with a faster hi-hat that's doing more work. Okay? So one steady hi-hat on the offbeat and one more varied hi-hat, which is this here. I chopped up a Kaylin Ellis loop. Right? So I chopped up the loop to repeat this part, and then we just do that. And this is my entire hi-hat groove. So both together. Right? That's already like a vibe. Next, let's just do kick. Right? Super simple. Nothing too, we're not doing too much. If you're doing too much, you're not going to create that groove, When you have more space to add things in, that's where you create the groove. Next, we're going to talk about this little percussion loop right here. This is how it sounds. Right? Super soft, but just in the background. Let's add that in with the snare, with the hi-hat and the hi-hat and the kick. Boom. And we like to talk about layering. Let's add some percussion layers here. Right? So you notice how this snare here is dry, meaning no reverb. And this percussion, like snare sort of layer, has reverb on it. Right? So it's giving the drums more space while still making the snare hit hard, right? And then finally we have this rim shot layer. Right? Rim shot layer and then one more snare layer. Right? So all together. Right. Boom. So in context. Right. So we have a great 16 bar loop here of groovy drums. Are we going to just loop that the entire time? Yes, but we're going to change things, like add or remove some things to create that sense of continuity and making it not be boring. So in this second section here, I remove the busy hi-hats and the shaker, the tambourine shaker comes in. So it'll sound like this. Notice how that's a different groove from, right? So you can create separate grooves just by taking one thing out and putting another thing, right? And that will keep your beat interesting. You know what I'm saying? You do know what I'm saying because I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, I am stupid. Okay, right. And then this small little breakdown section here, I take all the drums out. Right? So this is how you create this groove. We have the first groove here in the section 1, section 2, which is like a almost copy of section 1 with new things added, different groove, then no drums at all, and then original groove with the tambourine in the second half. Right? Boom. Groove done, drums done. All I did on these drums, bear in mind this is a collab, so we were sending stems back and forth, so he's done some mixing on it, some EQ. So I didn't really have to do too much because the things he sent me were already EQ'd. This is why the session looks a little light with processing. Okay. But I just have Ableton's drum bus and I have the drive on 20, not a lot at all. 10% crunch and 55% dry wet. Just I don't need it all the way saturated. You know, just a little bit to add some edge and punch in there. And then I'm boosting a little bit in the highs, right? Let's just hear it without real quick. It just gives it a nice little presence boost. Then the bass, super simple. That, like, it's super simple. There's two basses going on. There's one I made, and for this second section, CC made this one. That little pulse gives it more movement. So I made this little pad. And this pad is just a Rhodes, just like a Rhodes keyboard, and I just automated the pitch up, starting from 0 to go up. That's how I got that slide, right? And this is the foundation of the entire song. This is just looped. It's just looped. I didn't really do too much. And then we layer it, of course, with an electric piano. And then another piano on the right. All three together. You notice how with the layering, the way this sounds super big and super thick because these sounds have very different timbres. Like this middle one is so smooth and this one is more piano like, and this one is kind of a mix of in between, but they all working together. Yeah. You have these simple plucks that occur at times. And then, of course, the transitions. That's like the majority of the track. I mean, I'm singing on a couple of things here. And I'm just sending my vocals to some reverb through here using the send and some delay as well. Not that much at all. What do I have on my voice? I have this EQ, I have some saturation, some light compression, Echo Boy. It's an echo or delay. It's like a delay plugin from Sound Toys, and some chorus to widen. So I have all this going on, and then simple vocal lines that I sang, and that's basically it. For my mastering chain, I'll just show you what I have on the master. In the ending, I am automating this cutoff here, so right, because this is the last song on the album, so I would like it to fade up. Um, then I think one of the most important things is imaging. Everything above 160, I'm widening it because the mix was a little narrow. Right? So that's why everything sounds so spacious. Like even though I am doing some panning, most of my ozone imager is doing most of the work. Um, I like to put sometimes just like a tiny bit of saturation on it. This is barely doing anything. It's more just having the audio pass through. And each of these different settings simulate a different style. So they sound like very subtly different. And I personally have grown to like the setting E. So that's what I use. And then the last thing we have is a limiter, right? And on the modern setting, true peak -1 and my loudness -12. Okay. And that's it. So that's the end of the tutorial. Hope you enjoyed. Go stream, it's out everywhere on all platforms, and I'll have more things coming out soon. Sorry about the delay. I'm also moving, so you're not gonna see any more videos in here.